Lutfa Hood didn't get the chance to say goodbye to her father. Jamshad Ali died of coronavirus in his nursing home in East London. Strict lockdown rules preventing visitors meant no family members were by his side in his final moments.
Those could have been beside him. We could have, stroked his hair and held his hand.
It's not just patients getting sick in care homes, it's the staff too, who say they've been last in line for protective clothing and equipment.
They should be the priority. They're the vulnerable people.
And there's further pressure on the UK government as projections show the number of deaths in nursing homes will continue to rise, even as the national death toll starts to drop.
From tomorrow, we'll be publishing not just the number of deaths in hospital each day, but the number of deaths in care homes and in the community too.
After 6 weeks of lockdown in France, there's cautious optimism on the streets. The government hopes to start easing restrictions on May the 11th. Under its plan, shops and markets, but not restaurants and cafes, will reopen. Schools will gradually resume classes. 700,000 coronavirus tests will be carried out every week, and people are being asked to wear masks in public.
We feel that a prolonged halt of our economy, a lasting disruption of our schooling, and the extended closure of borders would leave the country not only with a painful disadvantage, but with the terrible risk of collapse.
Spain, which allowed children outside on Monday for the first time in 6 weeks, is also discussing ways to further ease its lockdown restrictions. But there's a stark warning coming from Germany, where some retailers were allowed to open last week. The virus reproduction rate has jumped from 0.7 to 1, and Germans are again being urged to stay at home to avoid a second virus peak.
We don't want the number of cases to start increasing again. We don't want our health system to be overwhelmed, and we don't want a lot of people dying. We will only achieve that if we continue to remain disciplined.
Across Europe, some countries are springing back to life, but all are very aware that rescuing their free-falling economies before there's a vaccine could allow the virus to take hold again. Sarah Morice, TRT World.